Well, capital to some of us means money, hard currency, but it's a lot more than money. Today we try to explore the different forms of capital. And indeed you could find you possess some of this capital without knowing.
We are going to talk about the different forms of capital. Many people emphasize the financial capital, but this is only one form of capital. Of course, the financial capital is very important, and in this, one needs to know that there is a liquid form of capital. When we talk about liquid, we talk about the easiness with which you can deploy those kinds of resources. So money is liquid because if I have it in my pocket, I can go and have lunch. So I don't need to go and look for a buyer. I don't need to go and talk to anyone else. If I have my money, I can spend it so long as I have it. And then you have other forms of financial capital that you may not easily use as money. For instance, if you have a house, for you to turn it into money, you first need to sell it. So we call it a fixed asset because you need time to dispose of it. And then there are other forms. You may have invested money in treasury bills. You may have fixed your money in the bank. So all these things, this is money, but you need time to make it liquid. So these are different forms of financial capital that people need to be aware of. Now, in addition to financial capital, there are other forms of capital that you need to be aware of. For instance, there is natural capital, the trees, the forests, the land. All this is a form of capital. So I find it interesting that people will come to me and say, you know what? I don't have money, I have no capital, but I have 100 acres of land. Now, this is interesting. You have natural capital that you can turn into money if you wish. You can plant a crop and harvest it, sell it, and then turn it into money. So this is a form of capital. There is social capital, the networks, the friendships, the relationships that you have built over time. All these are things that you can turn into money. These people can give you jobs. These people can give you assignments. If you're a consultant, for instance, they can give you assignments. So all these things can be turned into some form of money if you wish. So it's therefore a form. It's a form of capital. And then there's a form of what we call constructed capital. These are systems, human systems that people have put in place that can be leveraged, for money. Ecosystems and different kinds of things that you can use in order to make money as an individual. So as we talk about the concept of capital, you need to appreciate that we're not only talking about financial, but non-financial capital. Now, there's also the issue of intellectual capital, what you know, because this is, previously, in a non-knowledge-based economy, in industrial age, you needed machinery, you needed factories, you needed a range of fixed assets for you to make money. Now, if you have intellectual capital, it's different because we're in a knowledge-based economy. It means if you know a lot, you can easily turn it into money. So a lot of people will say, I cannot start a business, but I'm a trained engineer. You're wrong. You have a lot of intellectual capital that you can deploy and earn resources. If you're a doctor, you can advise, you can start a clinic, you can do different things to earn money with your intellectual capital.